What if I told you that most of your stress, fear, and self-doubt has nothing to do with your abilities and everything to do with imaginary opinions? Right now, somewhere in the world, someone is not starting their dream, not speaking their truth, not becoming who they could be, because they're worried about what other people might think. If you've ever felt trapped by that fear, watch this till the end, because what happens when you stop caring might completely change your life. The invisible prison. From the moment we're young, we're trained to fit in. Don't be too loud. Don't be too different. Don't fail in public. Don't make people uncomfortable. So we learn to live carefully. We measure every word. We edit our personality. We hide parts of ourselves, not because they're wrong, but because they might be judged. And slowly, without realizing it, we build an invisible prison, a prison made of opinions that were never even spoken. The truth no one tells you. Here's the truth most people never hear. People are not thinking about you as much as you think they are. Everyone is too busy worrying about their own insecurities, their own failures, their own image. That comment you're replaying in your head, they forgot it. That mistake you're embarrassed about, they moved on. The fear of judgment feels real, but most of the time, it exists only in your mind. And realizing this is the first crack in the prison wall. The moment you stop caring. Something powerful happens the moment you stop caring what others think. You breathe differently. You walk differently. You speak differently. You stop asking, will they approve? And start asking, does this feel right to me? You stop living for applause and start living with purpose. And for the first time, your life starts to feel lighter. Why people judge. Let's be clear about something important. People judge not because you're wrong, but because your courage exposes their fear. When you try something bold, it reminds them of what they never tried. When you change, it threatens the comfort of those who stayed the same. When you grow, it forces them to face their own limits. So they criticize, they mock, they discourage. Not because you can't do it, but because they didn't. The cost of caring too much. Caring too much about opinions has a hidden cost. It costs you. Your authenticity, your creativity, your confidence, your peace. It turns your life into a performance. And the saddest part? At the end of that performance, there is no applause that feels enough. Because you were never living for yourself. The shift that changes everything. When you stop caring what others think, you don't become rude. You don't become selfish. You become free. Free to say no without guilt. Free to fail without shame. Free to try again without fear. Free to evolve without explanation. You realize something life-changing. You don't need permission to be yourself. Real power. Real power is not being liked by everyone. Real power is being okay even when you're misunderstood. Real power is choosing growth over approval. And once you taste that freedom, you'll never want to go back. A question for you. Ask yourself this honestly. How many decisions in your life were made out of fear of judgment? How many dreams did you delay because you didn't want to look foolish? How much of your true self have you kept hidden just to be accepted? Now ask yourself one more thing. What kind of life would you live if you stopped caring today? One day people will judge you no matter what, so you have a choice. Live their version of your life, or live your truth. Because at the end of the day, the people you're trying to impress won't live with the consequences. You will. Stop shrinking. Stop apologizing for your growth. Stop waiting for approval. The moment you stop caring what others think is the moment you finally start living.